Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so I'm just going to try to jump right into this. I am uneducated. Obviously, you can maybe possibly tell that technology is intimidating to me, like absolutely intimidating. Back in the day when I was young, I don't know, man, I just was a natural, but now it's like I'm pretty old. So anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. This is what we have going, okay? This is my one portfolio. I actually just started, okay? We're just going to jump right into this. I started investing in April 16th of last year, as I said in the last video. So far, this is where I've got. I actually started this portfolio right here with literally the first stimulus check that they gave us, okay? It's $1,200. They sent it to us. I took like 300 out because daddy's got to eat. And I put 900 in. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Let's just jump right into the funding history. Just so you guys can know how much that I'm in there for, okay? So we'll move that up here. Alright, so here we go. April 15th, bam, put in $900. Then I went to $600 June 25th. July 9th, I put in $860. September 16th, I put in 1,000. September 17th, I put in another 1,000. September 24th, I put in an extra 300. I honestly don't even know where that 300 came from. September was an amazingly aggressive month, and ever since then, I just kind of haven't wanted to like let the flare of September like go away, like these nice $1,000 chunks. So 1,000 on October 1st, October 5th, another 1,000, another 500 on. October 5th was another 500. Anyway, so we are focusing on dividends. This is a dividends portfolio for the most part. Okay, there are some stocks in here that are not dividend stocks, and dividend stocks are pretty much just stocks that the company is just so wealthy. Not really, but they pay the shareholders for hanging on to the shares. Like, hey man, thanks a lot. You know, here's we're gonna pay you once a month, or 4 times a year, or 6 times a year. Whatever it is, that's what they do. So I found out about this a little bit late. Okay, after this, I'm gonna have another video where I show you where I originally started for realsies. Like, started dropping massive bread into the other account. That was before this. So I just found out about dividends, and I didn't know much about it. So as you guys can see over here, I got like some stuff going on. Kimberly Clark, cool. All right, and then this is back in the beginning, May 4th. So, you know, when you first seen that, what was it, the 900 go in, then the 600, then the 860. Okay, CVS gave me 15 cents, Clorox gave me 10 cents, Apple gave me 5 cents, Procter and Gamble 18 cents. Cool. This is nice, right? May get some dividends. It's you're not, it's nothing that's too big. I'm not gonna get insanely wealthy off of that. I can't just quit my job and be like, oh yeah, I quit today. You know, look, I got 11 cents from this Northern Folk Southern Corp. I don't even know what it is, okay? And I invest in it. That's bad. But yeah, as you can see, the dividends are slowly going up, okay? And I did not mean to click that, so now I got to move my face over here because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm struggling, man, but hey, we're live. Yeah, baby, we're live. So I got to keep it moving, okay? So there, we're moving up a little bit more. 8 cents, 64 cents, 85 cents. Okay, getting a little bit better. And now this is like the last, current little bits. So now I'm getting like half dollars here and there, okay? And as you guys can see, my portfolio is $7,493. I've gained $343, okay? So that's pretty decent. I mean, I haven't had an account besides my other meaty one, and I'll explain in the other video why it went up so much. But $343, that's an amazing. That's a 17.5% return on your money. All this fancy stuff of saying, hey man, you're doing a thing, okay? So, value over time. This account right here, as you can see, it started at 907, okay, April 16th. Went up to 946, down to 923, 929, 955, and it's just slowly going up, okay? And yeah, I'm adding money to it, but the market's doing what the market does. This is dividend investing stocks, okay? So that means that their actual price of the stock doesn't fluctuate too much. It doesn't go up too much, okay? Say, for instance, you take O Reality Company, okay? And that's a share that I really like. Just found out about it, okay? Pays you every single month dividends, okay? So I'm like, why wouldn't I just put all my money in that so I can just get paid every month? Like, that would replace my job if I got it, essentially. And there's a lot of math into it, and I suck at math, you know. It's terrible, so I don't really do the math. I chuck money at stuff to find out what does what. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying is a dividend stock is different. Okay, O Reality Company is a dividend stock. Okay, they're at $65 a share. They haven't really fluctuated too much in the last 5 years. Okay, they may have been down $44 up to 66. So you're not gaining that amount in an appreciation of holding the stock. But the company does pay you for having it over time. The longer you have it and the more shares you have, the more they pay you. Which is crazy because compound interest comes in. And compound interest is amazing. If you don't know what compound interest is, Google it, or I'll get to it in another video. But anyway, as you see, it's slowly going up. So now we crack 1,000. That's cool. Bam! And then I put in an extra $600. So now we're up there. Okay, so now you see the fluctuations differing. Okay, they're about $20, $10 fluctuations now. And I put like another 860 in there. So now, you know, it's 25.70, 25.80, 26, 26.70, 27. I didn't put nothing in there. Okay, so that was like a $300 jump. Okay, over time, granted. You know what I mean? But at the same time, while I was holding these, not only did they go up over time, but I also got paid dividends from them. So that was Gucci. That was cool. I liked it. All right. So then, yeah, you see some more jumping up here. And honestly, you know, right here, everything tanked. Everything tanked. I don't even know what was going on with all the stuff that goes on with the pandemic and all that. But anyway, I don't care about that. I'm long term, baby. You could burn my paycheck in front of me. I'm coming back for more. Okay, so that's pretty much where it's at, okay? So it's up there. It's appreciating. Here's what I got in my my pie. Okay, so M1 Finance is pretty cool, okay? M1 Finance is like, hey, man, you can't really afford Amazon, you know, like you could probably buy like 2 shares of Amazon with $7,000, back then at least. So it's like, we're going to give you fractional shares, okay? So it doesn't matter. Whatever amount of money you put in here and you select the stocks that you want to have in this little pie chart, okay? And you show like what percentage you want them to have. Like, for example, I'm doing an experiment now with O Reality Income, okay? I've literally, I have roughly 40 different stocks in here, okay? And not all of them are dividends, like I said, but for the most part they are, okay? So what I did was I tried to keep everything even at like 3%, okay? So that means if I put like 10 grand in here, 3% is going to go to O, 3% is going to go to Tesla, 3% is going to go to Apple, 3% is going to go to NRZ, AbbVie, blah, 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 and so forth. But then I found out about that month-making stock, you know, O Reality. It pays you every freaking month. So I was like, dude, oh my gosh, gotta get in on that. Let me see something real quick. Let me just cut all my other ones because I'm experimenting. I don't know what I'm doing. It's at my expense. Hopefully you know, I can learn something from it. But like, I'm like, dude, why do I got everything equal? Like, dude, this thing pays every month. Why don't I just put like a majority chunk of it? So I'm waiting for the 15th, which is when that dividend pays out, and I'm going to see how much that dividend is. If it's decent enough, I'm going to keep that 18%. But honestly, if it's not like something that's drastic, and I don't think that it will be drastic, but again, I have to go through the school of hard knocks because that's how I am. I'm hard-headed. I got to go through it. It is what it is. So if it's not, I'm going to change everything back to 3% because right now the stock markets are like all screwed up and whatnot. And dude, everything's on sale. I love it. Warren Buffett said, when everyone is being greedy, be fearful. And when everyone's being fearful, be greedy. Everyone's being fearful right now, so I'm being greedy. Okay, so anyway, here's some of the stuff that I'm in, okay? And honestly, I didn't do no research on these companies. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I did not do research on any of these companies. I don't know how to do research on the companies yet. That's how new I am in my journey, okay? I've just been throwing money around recklessly for a year, okay? I don't know how to read a spreadsheet. I don't know how to create an Excel spreadsheet. I don't know how to read PEs and companies, you know, debt to payout ratio and all that stuff, dude. That stuff's foreign to me, man. That's like math back in the day. I used to be good at it. Then they started mixing letters and numbers. Like, what's up with that? I've never solved for X now that I've been out of high school, okay? I still don't understand it. But it's okay. I'm stupid, but I'm learning, all right, you know? So we got a little bit of Amazon in here, Microsoft, Schwab, MO, Kimberly-Clark, Johnson & Johnson, Home Depot, Pepsi, you know, Fun, Cedar Fair, Berkshire Hathaway, Disney, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Visa, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and all that stuff, okay? So, you know, it's cool. All this stuff is like really, 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 like, amazing when you see it like that. But like I said, this portfolio right here, like I said, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. This portfolio right here, I did zero research for, okay? This is as far as my research went. I went into 4 Facebook groups, and do not do this. This is like taboo, okay? Like absolutely not the way to do things. Go to a financial advisor. Go to a CPA. Go to a broker. Go to someone that actually knows what they're talking about, okay? I am literally just telling you mistakes that I've made that's gotten me this, okay? I literally went to like 4 Facebook groups, okay? And I stirred the pot. I'm like, I'm 27 years old. If you had one stock, just one stock that you could recommend to anybody right now that they could only invest in for the rest of their lives from being 27 on up to retirement, what would it be? And boy, there was blood in the streets. Those comments easily got up to the hundreds, and I literally spent weeks on my phone putting a tally next to every little ticker symbol, which is, you know, it's the stock symbol. I didn't know what none of it was, so it was just like, oh, TSLA, AAPL. And I'm like, dude, oh my God, these guys are saying the same thing over and over, so I'm going to put tally every time I hear something. And then it got to the point where I read like probably about like 800 comments, and then I was just like, whew. And I had tallies going through, and then when I finally ended up with what I ended up with, I found out that all my tallies, or at least the ones that had a lot of tallies, were these stocks right here, okay? So I don't know anything about these, okay? This is literally this was literally my crash course into there. It's like, I'm not going to do the research, and I'm just going to, this is essentially gambling what I'm doing right here because I don't fully have the research. But now that I've had these for not really a year, I've had them since April, okay? But now that I'm watching them and monitoring them, I'm starting to understand certain things, okay? And you're not going to know everything, dude. That's okay, man. Don't be afraid to take a jump. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Just dive in, dog. Do that dang thing. You feel me? Like, just do it, you know? Just like Nike says. Where's Nike at? I got Nike on here. Nike tells me all the time. Bam, there it is. Bam, right there. Nike tells me all the time to just do it, so I do it. Anyway, there's better ways to go about doing this stuff, okay? But this is how I do it, and I'm just keeping it real with you guys, letting you guys know what I've done, okay? So this is it. This is it right here, okay? Now, here's another cool thing. Got to keep moving my face around because, again, I don't know. Okay, this is my brother's account, okay? I decided to help my brother out because he doesn't like investing. He doesn't know much about it, okay? So he hooked me up with $200. He's like, dude, put this in an account. It took me like 50 YouTube videos to find out how to separate his pie from my pie. I didn't want to start dropping thousands and it accidentally go into his account with what he wants to be invested in. And honestly, he doesn't know much. So then he came to me for guidance. I don't know much. So I put him in VU, which is literally an ETF that it tracks the I think S&P 500. So yeah. So I put it in there. I literally put this in there today. He's already up $1.70. Ballin', dog, man. Are you kidding me? He just put that in a few hours ago and he just got $1.70. Come on, man. That's one day. That's not even 24 hours, bro. Banks aren't even going to do that with interesting savings accounts. Like, what? Psh, psh, whatever. Anyway, so that's the one account. My session got interrupted, so I got to keep on going. Okay, so this is the media account, okay? Now, this is when I originally started in, like, October 3rd of last year. It's really, really when I started kicking money out. I was kicking money out April 16th. But really, really, I found out about a Roth IRA, okay? And a Roth IRA, apparently everybody can have them. Anyone can have them. But you have to go to, like, certain websites to get them set up, okay? A Roth IRA, I still don't fully understand, but this is what I do know. They are tax advantaged. So you literally put money that you get from your job that already gets taxed by Uncle Sam, and then you get to put it in this account where it grows tax free. I think I'm right on that. I'm just, don't quote me on anything. Like I said, I'm an idiot. But anyway, okay. So literally, everybody was talking about this thing. So I got one of these bad boys, and you can only put $6,000 in every year. And I was like, oh man, and maybe that's why you can only put $6,000 in, because man, these things grow, these things do things, man. So anyway, here's what I got in it, okay? Ignore all of this. I'm just going to show you what my account is mainly of, okay? Right here. Not all of that. It's obviously all of that, but right here, this VTI right here, this little VTI thingy, okay? As you can see right here, I got 45 shares. 45 shares of VTI is apparently $7,905. I've only got 12,907 in this account, okay? So that's literally a massive chunk, more than half, easily more than half. Now here's another thing I did, okay? VT Sachs, it's this one right here. This one is literally, I get so much flack for this when I post it on like groups and stuff like that. They're like, why do you own VTI and VT Sachs? They're the same thing. VTI is just like an ETF version of VT Sachs, which is a mutual fund version of VTI. And I'm like, dude, I don't know anything, brah, but I like that VTI. I want some of the VT Sachs. Maybe mutual funds perform differently. I don't know, man. I'm just doing my dang thing. So anyway, you see 7,905 right here, okay? More than half of my portfolio. And you see another $3,000, okay? So that's like 10 grand. The other 2 grand is split amongst all, I've been spitting, but it's split amongst all of these, okay? So I heard about that. I decided to throw some in that, okay? And that's a high dividend yield index fund, okay? Now, here's VOO, the other thing I got my brother into, okay? That gained $1.70 just within one day, okay? I grabbed one of those bad boys. I put some STAG in here. I put some O in here, some NRZ, some NIO, some EPR, okay? And then I found out that I had already put about 10 grand into this account, okay? And then I found out from like learning more research, because that's what's going to happen. As you learn more, you have to adapt. You got to make adjustments. I found out that Roth IRAs become triple tax advantaged, and I fully still don't understand what that means, but triple tax advantaged, that's appealing to me, okay? So anyway, apparently like anything that grows in here, it can get compound interest and it can start flipping over time, all this good stuff, but you have to have REITs, which are real estate investment trust, okay? So these 4 right here, 5, I believe these are all REITs right here, and I decided to add all of these because I want to see how they move. Like, this is what a lot of people say they have in their Roth IRA, because you know it's supposed to be beneficial. So I want to check it out, dude. I want what everyone else has, okay? I'm until I figure out what I really want, you know? I'm just gonna buy everything, okay? So this is what I got in here, okay? Let me show you guys some activity real quick. I know this video is getting longer than my first introduction video, but this is literally everything that I have going for me right now, so please bear with me. Anyway, we're gonna go to performance. I need to show you something because it's important, okay? So November 1st, okay, 2019 to March 31st, my beginning balance, I had put $9,800 in here, okay? I had lost $2,000, okay? I was down to $7,699. So you can imagine waking up one day knowing you got 10 grand in the bank, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm an investor, I'm doing what I gotta do. And then, bam, something happens, a bunch of idiots do something, and then, you know, suddenly you're out 2 grand. I didn't care. That's the thing about being a long-term investor. Like, out of all the books that I read, I've probably, just disregarded so much valuable knowledge. But the one thing that did get through this thick skull is you're a long-term investor. None of this matters, okay? People are going to be panic selling. People are going to be flipping out. People are going to be taking their stuff out of their accounts. I don't care. Like I said, I'm coming to you, stock market. I'm married to the stock market, baby. It's my paycheck, you know. I love you, girl. And I give it my paycheck. And if it burns my paycheck, it is what it is. I'm coming back next week with my next paycheck. You guys have heard me say this. I've already got 2 videos out, and I've probably said it a million times. Not really. But anyway, yeah, so bam, I got my money back. Why did I get my money back? I got 1,000 of it back, obviously, because I didn't sell. You don't lose and or win until you sell. So essentially, I'm just riding the waves, baby, because none of it matters to me, okay? So anyway, I put 12 grand in. I'm up $907. That's almost $1,000. That's amazing, okay? Now, let me show you a really crazy time, okay? Again, you have to be emotionally dead to looking at. If you're going to look at this, first of all, they say don't look at it because you're weak. But if you're going to be strong enough, you better be strong enough. If you're going to come correct. You feel me? So anyway, as you can see, this went up to $13,094. What? Ballin', right? But then just after, you know, it went back down to $12,649. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That's the whole thing. Become emotionally dead to this, okay? I had coworkers telling me, "Oh, you're such an idiot. You put all your paychecks into the stock market, and I bet you that little pandemic really wrecked you." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. My stocks are ravaged right now. My stocks are screwed, dude. They're so messed up right now." And they're like, looking at me like, "Yo, you're crazy. Why are you laughing? You got this Joker manic, you know, thing going on." And I'm just like, because it doesn't matter. I understand that. You don't understand that because you don't get into investing. It's okay. I don't hold nothing against you, but I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's going to be all right. You know what I mean? So anyway, here we are, 12,907. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Okay, so as you can see, my portfolio is very, very aggressive. I am at 99.8% stocks, and I have 0.2% short-term reserves. I don't even know what short-term reserves are. I just know go hard or go home. And yeah, this is pretty much, this is it. This is pretty much where a lot of it is. Okay, I'm gonna make another YouTube video, kind of explaining to you guys these little sub accounts that I got, because this isn't all my net worth right here. This is the 2 chunks that I focus my net worth on. First, I always max out my Roth IRA at the beginning of the year, and then it gets lonely because then my Roth IRA gets 6 grand in there. I can't put that anywhere else. So then I start taking the other monies that I get from a job, working side hustles, whatever. Okay, and then I put them into the dividend portfolio because, you know, they're working for me. They're my winners. I read somewhere in a book they say cut your losers' throats and focus on your winners. So I had 3 losers, and you know, I'll talk about that in a later video. I know this is a lot to take in, but you know, this is what it is. This is definitely what it is. So yeah, thank you all for coming to my Glenn talk, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.